The sun hung high over the bustling village market, a place of vibrant colors and enticing smells. Tommy, a clever orange cat with a curious spirit, trotted through the crowds. His nose twitched rhythmically as the salty scent of the day's fresh catch drifted through the air. It was a peaceful morning, until a sudden, piercing wail shattered the harmony. The local fish seller stood paralyzed by his stall, his hands clutching his head in utter despair. "My prize salmon is gone," he cried out to the heavens. It was the finest fish in the harbor. Tommy did not hesitate. With a graceful leap, he landed atop a wooden crate, his tail twitching with sharp resolve. "I will find it," he declared with a confident meow. The seller blinked, wiping tears from his eyes as he looked at the small feline. "A cat detective?" he whispered in disbelief. Tommy simply nodded, his eyes already scanning the dusty ground for clues. There, glinting in the sunlight, he spotted a trail of fresh water droplets leading away from the market. He followed the path with precision, reaching a tall tree where a monkey sat lazily peeling a banana. "Did you take the fish?" Tommy asked, his eyes narrowing. The monkey tossed a peel aside. "I only deal in fruit, cat. Check the roadside." Tommy pressed on to the edge of town, where an old dog lay curled in the warm dust. "Did you see anyone pass by?" Tommy asked urgently. The dog opened one weary eye and pointed a heavy paw toward a creaky, weathered barn. A shadow darted in there, the dog mumbled before drifting back to sleep. Tommy sprinted toward the structure, his paws thumping rhythmically against the hard dirt. The barn loomed ahead, a skeleton of wood and shadows. He slipped through a crack in the door, his ears swiveling to catch the slightest sound in the heavy, dust-filled air. Inside, the silence was heavy. Tommy crept forward, his heart beating fast. Suddenly, a faint, muffled cry echoed from a dark corner. He pushed aside a heavy burlap sack and stopped in his tracks. There, pinned under a fallen wooden crate, was a tiny, trembling kitten. Beside the small creature lay the large, glistening salmon. The kitten looked up, eyes wide with terror and shame. "I was so hungry," the kitten squeaked, its voice shaking. "I tried to take it so I could eat, but the crate tipped over and trapped me." Tommy looked at the magnificent fish, then at the shivering, helpless little one. The anger of the hunt vanished, replaced by a profound sense of empathy. Tommy nudged the crate aside, freeing the kitten. "Stealing is never the answer," he said firmly but gently. "Come with me." They walked back to the market, side by side. When they arrived, the seller gasped, but his anger melted into pity when he saw the kitten's tearful apology. He handed the small cat a piece of fish and smiled. "Next time, just ask," he said. The villagers gathered around, clapping for their hero. Tommy sat tall, knowing he had solved the mystery with kindness rather than claws. As the sun set in a blaze of orange, Tommy curled up under his favorite tree, purring softly as the village celebrated the cat who found more than just a lost fish.